Hi everyone. Today we're gonna go over 12 Design for Excellence or DFX goals designers can optimize for when designing and developing a new product. The first one is design for short development and time to market. Rushing through the NPI process and skipping important steps like a pilot run, for example, is risky and can result in poor quality, reliability, and safety products. When designing for shorter development times to get to market faster, simplifying the product is the key. Simpler products are faster and cheaper to develop and validate. The second, design for crowdfunding. Many of today's companies test the market by running a crowdfunding campaign. Its success will provide a lot of indication about whether a new product is well received and requires great marketing content to be made. The product will need to be designed to be unique, cool, smart, or very different to its competitors in order to stand out on crowdfunding platforms. So designers will need to bear that in mind and plan to get a great-looking prototype as soon as possible, as this will be widely used in materials, videos, etc. that underpin the campaign. The third is design for manufacturing, or DFM. The product should have a single clear manufacturing method. Use parts from qualified and approved suppliers. Review and analyze the parts in detail to ensure quality and performance. Manufacturing equipment is calibrated, tested, and ready for use. The team are well trained. There is a process control plan. All areas need to be excellent. And the fourth one is design for assembly. The assembly line needs to be well designed to remove or reduce risks to the quality of the line. Be consistent and remove variabilities between operators. Operators must be well trained. The line must be well made, so no single operator gets overloaded. The goal is to be able to produce excellent products every time and aligned with DFM. Achieve really good yields. The next one is DFM and DFA tips for product designers to keep in mind. If you are designing a product, consider the following in order to get to an excellent product: the end user or the customer, the environment that it will be used in, how it will be designed, how it will be tested, and how it will be manufactured. The teams involved all need to do due diligence to ensure that their part of the design is perfected, such as the assembly team doing design for assembly to provide a bulletproof assembly process. Everyone needs to know the plan before production starts. Reduced costs and improved quality often come by using as fewer parts as possible, using off-the-shelf parts instead of customized ones, and making assembly easier and mistake-proof. The next one, should more complex and custom design parts always be avoided? Generally, standard parts have a lot of benefits for new products, especially when trying to get to market swiftly and with a minimum of issues. However, a very simple and streamlined assembly process with custom designed parts is actually often better than a more convoluted assembly process with standard parts. Next, design for quality and design for testing. You want to avoid too many customizations on parts and discovering too many new issues. So designing products to use tried and tested parts and process like modularization can reduce quality problems. Quality and reliability are critical for products. Using fewer parts, making assembly easier. mistake-proofing assembly, training staff well, etc., feeding to better quality. Be prepared to make trade-offs in materials, production process, finishing, etc. if possible issues might occur. Anticipating these issues and acting on them earlier in the NPD process is an important part of DFQ. The inspection, auditing, and testing process for supplier and component qualification and assurance help you to receive better quality parts and materials that are tested and qualified before they are used. Designers choose the components much of the time, so they need to ask questions about the quality and capability of the suppliers early on. Whether products have been tested and are conformed to be compliant, for example, would be a key consideration. The seventh principle is design for packaging. Easy to forget packaging, but it can make the difference between customers receiving products in perfect condition or broken. It also impacts on your brand, as higher value products will be expected to have appropriate packaging. Also, using the wrong packaging could be far too expensive and make the project unprofitable. The eighth principle is design for reliability. Designers and the development teams as a whole need to consider users, use cases, and environments when designing for reliability and build reliability factors into the design from very early stages. The next principle is design for maintainability. Maintainability is about being able to know when something needs attention, such as a car's dipstick showing you the oil level, but also about making the product easy to replace parts on if and when required. The next principle is design for ease of use. Users provide feedback earlier about if the product is user-friendly and easy for use, and this influences the product designer to make changes. Creating a prototype that's faithful to the design early on is required here. Okay, the 11th principle is design for fewer SKUs. It's easy to create products in different sizes, colors, etc., and pretty soon you'll have too many SKUs taking up costly warehousing space and not selling fast enough. Market research will inform the designers which type of products to focus on, the goal being to limit the number of SKUs at first to the most popular styles, colors, etc., which is more efficient and cost-effective. The 12th principle, design for sustainability. Becoming more sustainable is a current and necessary trend. Designers will need to consider using sustainable, recyclable materials in products while being able to keep the required performance or quality. Then you may ask how to implement DFX. Designate a program manager. They will work alongside a quality manager. Each DFX will require a check sheet or list of activities to be carried out by the relevant teams, and everyone is made aware of what is happening. Everything is checked by the PM and the quality manager before it can go to the next stage. For less experienced business developing a new product, the suggestion will be get expert help to review your product design and provide feedback and challenging any assumptions and decisions you have made. This could be the difference between a great or poor product hitting the market. Okay, that's all we have for today. We will see you in our next video.